Preparing to live stream.
Whoa, back on YouTube.
Setting up YouTube Live.
What did we do, Tony?
All right. Hello, everybody in YouTube Live land. We are the Podguyz Podcast. We're going to you live as we do every Monday, 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. I'm Tony Kaz.
Kevin Neri here.
Of course, we have the ever-loving Picasso, the doer of all things, still non-Diddy. Who would have thought?
Not doing it.
The creator of all things cartoony, and the innovator of the innie. And the outie. Something like that. Lay Sparky.
And for our viewing audience there, you will have the pleasure of Sparky's art.
That's true.
Artie Sparky.
Says hi.
Yeah.
Guys, if you do not see the person in our fourth square today, you must be blind. Because he's a robot. He's half man, half robot. He's Ben Wylder.
Beep. Boop, boop, beep, beep. Bop, 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 bop. Beep, 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 beep.
Most robots do have mustaches like that, you know. It's just unknown. It's an unknown fact. People don't assume that, you know. It's all Hollywood that's ruined what robots truly look like, and they all have sunglasses like that do come off as well. You know, all human features except for, you know, the outer layer of robot face right there.
I can't agree. I can't agree more. Hi, I'm Ben Wylder. I'm a robot. A really real robot.
A really real robot, you know. And they said it couldn't be done.
Ben is the anti-pop prince, of course, for the musical industry. Ben, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Let's see here. I was born from a human mother. And pretty soon it became pretty obvious when I was young that I was not normal. And everyone thought this kid's just weird. And then it turns out that I'm actually I'm transhuman.
Yeah,
I'm transhuman.
Did they have to oil your mother's birth canal up to get you out of there?
They probably did, but I haven't asked her about that because robots still have a sense of shame, you know.
You see, that's another thing that Hollywood takes right out of there. You know, they
was it 10W30 or 10W40?
You know,
the world
that's the world will never know. But that's a really good point. Like, I mean, I say down with the stereotypification of robots. I mean, what's all that shit they put out there about robots in Hollywood? I mean, give me a break.
You can curse on this show if you'd like to.
We're not robotic. Just because we're robots doesn't mean we have to be robotic. We can be human and robots.
Man, you are missing your stump moment right now. Your Martin Luther King speech moment that the robots will one day give, you know? Where
robots will unite. Probably tomorrow.
The robots will stand on a stump one day and say, we have been used for free labor. We have been used for sexual pleasures and gross shit like that.
You really have no idea what's coming. And I'm writing that speech as we speak. I'm thinking, wow, maybe you should write it for me.
I already had ChatGPT write it for me, so I'm sorry.
Oh man,
perfect.
See, perfect. Right.
Robots writing for robots.
It's just ChatGPT is going to take all our jobs anyway, so we might as well just give up.
ChatGPT is helping you be a better robot. I love it.
This is true. ChatGPT does help me be a better robot, but not by doing robot things. It helps me figure out human shit. I'm like, please help me understand why humans do this or do that. And ChatGPT gives me a great explanation.
Now, us humans have made a lot of artificial roadblocks. I can bring one up right now. Money. We have made it up. You know, we literally made it up
of our imagination.
So when people are like, I don't have enough money to a robot, what does that mean to you?
You know, that's funny because when I hear money, I'm thinking gold. And you know what? To a robot, gold, it's shit metal. No one needs gold. Like, what would I need? I mean, give me some, like, I don't know, give me rare metals, give me some
platinum, palladium.
Yeah, palladium.
Nickel.
I mean, give me something, nuclear if you want, but gold? Like, what the fuck? Like, gold is so abundant in the universe. Do you have any idea how abundant gold is?
I'm
just like, what are you doing? Why is this worth so much to you people? Like, no. I mean, plants. You can't find plants on other planets. Hello.
Believe it or not, gold was it's a weird substance. It's the only thing that is based upon money. For being as abundant as it is, it's been in such liquidation from start to finish. So the amount of gold that they're actually mining would outweigh the amount for the currency.
Wait, but the currency is ever growing with the population. So we don't really
know. We base it upon missiles.
Then we base it all on bombs right now. We are off the gold standard for sure, Tony. That is definitely a thing. I've tried to explain currency to many people, and then when I tell them, my theory is the exact theory of backed up with bombs. They get all angry, Ben. They get angry because they painted themselves into a corner with value and debts and all sorts of stuff. When modern monetary theory is really kicked into high gear, it all boils down to if I have a gun and you don't have a gun. But Ben, on a much more serious note, I'm checking out your page here, man, and I just want to give you a good come up here. It says that you are a versatile, and I'll give you versatile. Nobody really comes on here too much dressed up in a hat like that. I love it. Versatile, multilingual. Now, how many languages do you speak?
Well, if we're talking about native level fluency, like what humans would call native level,
we're just talking a number.
I would say 3.
3.
If we're talking about reading and writing, I can add a couple more to that. So,
yeah,
but you know what? That's just because I haven't implanted a chip in my robot brain yet that has all of those human languages already, stored on it.
We need to get you in touch with Elon Musk.
No, we do. How can we do that? Can you get me in touch with Elon Musk?
I'll hit you up later. We'll email each other.
I have a lot of stuff that Elon might be interested in. Like a banjo. I mean, Elon needs a banjo. We know that he needs a banjo.
He does need a banjo.
For Elon Musk being so super smart, he certainly can't finish a fucking sentence, to save his life. You ever hear him actually speak where he's like, wow, that's an interesting question. Oh.
That's a good idea.
You're like, dude, just answer it. I just asked you if you wanted a double cheeseburger.
You know what? I have a little bit of empathy for Elon. First of all, because he's Asperger's, and I'm not sure what flavor of neurodivergent I am, but I'm pretty sure I'm one of them, right? So I have a little bit of empathy for him there. However, what I've really realized is that most people, when they answer the questions like that, they just need time to think. Like, I haven't thought about that. Let me buy time with a ridiculous answer while I'm thinking about how I'm going to actually answer that.
That was his exact answer in the last interview that he had. He was like, let me think about that, and then I'll get back to you.
Yeah, well, but sometimes he's embarrassed to do that. He's just like, oh, that's a really interesting question, and then he's like thinking about how he's going to answer it.
Yeah.
So I get it.
And he'll state, I don't know why we didn't think of that.
See, it's funny because Elon Musk, if for all of his robotic idiosyncrasies, he doesn't have the advantage that a true robot has of having forethought all of the questions and all the answers in advance. I have that advantage over him.
That's true.
I could probably
he does have Neuralink.
Oh, well, that I'm banking on Neuralink helping me understand my wife.
Oh, brother, you're going to need more than Neuralink for that.
I think that's an upcharge,
that's one of those, a way upcharge.
Right. It's not included in the basic plan. No. Yeah.
No, and it's the same upcharge. It just makes you gay. You're like, oh, well, I understand her now.
That's this is true. I've heard many people say that. Once you learn how to understand women really well, then you're gay.
You start sucking dick. It's crazy. You're like, oh, what the hell's going on here?
There's no turning back. No turning back.
Sparky is drawing away right now. So
you get to a level and then you're just there.
So are you currently living in California right now?
No, let's see here. I took refuge from California in Oregon a couple of months ago.
Nice.
California's a nice place, you know. It has some good things about it.
Oregon is just California. Nice. Oregon is just California, but with a lot of depression. Just a lot of depression. A little bit of zombie apocalypse in Portland going on constantly.
And more rain.
A lot of rain, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's
no, I agree with that, especially Southern Oregon. Southern Oregon is pretty much, you know, California implants and, weirdos and human wannabes like me, you know, robots that want to be human.
People that have been kicked. Now, I've seen a lot of robots addicted to heroin now. You're not one of them, are you?
Oh, you know, I've never tried heroin and it's not on my plans, but I think that my, receptors in my brain probably wouldn't be receptive to it anyway. It probably just wouldn't do anything. I don't know. Maybe I should try it and see, but I would.
I would assume that robots can never overdose, so do as much as you'd like. You know, they
have a lot of animals right now that are doing like cocaine bear, cocaine shark,
right?
Cocaine fox.
Cocaine fox. Yeah. That's a new one, right?
Cocaine robot. I mean, cocaine robot, heroin robot.
I remember watching Oxycontin Fox, but that was just a Rush Limbaugh show.
Okay, everyone.
He was like, on the golden microphone, Oxycontin. It's like, shit.
God damn.
Am I allowed to take a sip of something during this podcast? Am I?
Absolutely.
All right, because my robot throat is drying out. It needs some lubrication.
Cheers to you, sir. Cheers.
Cheers, indeed. I have myself a 7-Up Shirley Temple right here. It's all right.
Nice.
Yeah. I got the 12-pack for $6 at Walmart. There's probably cancer in here and all sorts of shit, but $6? I mean, how could you beat it?
I know. It's cheap cancer.
I'm not overpaying for cancer now, am I? I mean, I'm not gonna
I want my cancer on
No,
sale.
Listen, if you're going to get cancer, you better get it at a discount. That's what I'm saying.
I have some leftover cash for the treatment. Meanwhile, broke guy over there, irresponsible person who, ate got the expensive cancer products. Ben,
it's like the guy who smokes 30 packs a day and never gets throat cancer.
Yeah, you wonder about that guy, and then when you're like, wait a second, I haven't seen him in a while, and everybody's like, he's been dead from throat cancer for years.
Yeah.
Shit. No wonder he never, whatever. Yeah. But Ben, you are living in Oregon, and how long have you been? What is your new sound? We were kind of talking a little bit about it. I hopped in a little late because my computer kept saying that Tony's meeting room was all, messed up or whatever. And I'm like, really, Zoom? And Zoom, your robot friend Zoom was like, would you like to send a report? I'm like, to who? They're like, no, nobody. It's not going to anybody. It's just we ask. We have to ask.
Of course. Yeah, about my new sound. So I decided that I was going to stop writing music for humans because that flopped pretty miserably. And I started writing music for robots in the future that are imitating humans. That's a much better market for me. But in the future, these specific robots, they've actually gone if you can believe this, they're trying to imitate the humans that have gone non-digital. And the humans in the future that are doing that, they can't listen to electronic music, but they still want the 4-on-the-floor beat. So I'm trying to imagine what would happen in the future if we didn't have electronic music instruments or maybe even much electricity, but we had to make music anyway, and we wanted to have a dancey beat. What would I do? And I'm thinking, okay, well, I would probably build my own instruments. I would sit on top of a cajon. I would flip a bass drum pedal around. I would play thump, thump, thump with my feet, and then I'd play my guitar, and I'd probably, use some kind of a weird, vocal thing to get the vocals project and all of that. So that's what I'm making. And I'm, it's called, I called it acoustic-tronica, but maybe there's a better name for it. I don't know.
I'm gonna look that
I made that up on the spot.
It's anti-pop.
It is anti-pop. It's anti-pop and it's anti-folk too.
Anti-folk, yes.
Yeah.
Now, before we flip over to Sparky, no, let's just flip over to Sparky. Let's see what.
Let's flip it over. Flip the thing over.
Is Stephen Hawking a Dalek? Hey, Steve, you should come to my island. Destroy.
Yeah, he's more robot than human, that's for sure. So
I'm a huge Steve Hawking fan, but that's good. That's good. Nice.
Like, are you like a fan of his theories or just like ALS?
I'm a fan of his ALS more than anything.
I am too. His theories are a little out there, but his ALS is fucking killer. Because he's got the robot voice thing going on. And he's like, argh. He's still able to get on the Epstein plane. How the fuck? I mean, call Epstein what you will, but he was handicap accessible. Okay.
Well, I mean, you have to hand it to Epstein. If his planes are handicapped accessible, then
he may have trafficked a lot of people, okay, but at least he had a ramp for Stephen Hawking. I mean,
that's right. That's right.
You gotta give the guy some credit. That's time off right there.
Here's absolutely some fresh news off the rack. Epstein made a wish come true. He was on the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yeah, I mean, sure, he might have kept women in cages and everything, but he did donate to the Make-A-Wish Foundation once in a while.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not all bad, right?
I mean, he got him laid. So, there you go.
These are all the parts that they're blacking out, Tony, like the...
Each one is retracted. Hello, how are you, sweet candy thing?
Ronald Reagan went up to Epstein. He's like, Mr. Epstein, build that ramp for my friend. He still wants to fuck.
My friend needs to get laid.
Hawking's rolling up there. I can't do stairs.
He's doing the spit straw.
Like, quick, everybody grab by the legs. Like, is he that important? We leave him behind? We don't need to take him to the fuck island. I don't.
Oh, that's messed up.
Just throwing it out there. I did just ask Google's AI, acoustictronica generally refers to folktronica, a genre blending traditional acoustic folk instruments, guitar, banjo, piano, with electronic beats, synths, and dance rhythms. So if you think you made it up, somebody also around the world thought that they made it up, and you guys are hitting on the same notes, okay? Which is exactly what you were looking for. Specific electric gear for acoustic instruments like piezo pickups for amplified natural sound, or even brand names like Tronica, home audio systems, incorporated, blah, blah, blah. But there is a core system right there, and that beat to get, the flow going in the club. It's always a good time, right? Are you playing live in Oregon or California? Do you play live shows?
I am.
That's where the magic's at right there, man.
That's where the magic's at. Absolutely. Yeah, I do. I play wherever I go, wherever I have a project in my Clark Kent job, I will make sure to book gigs. And so I end up playing pretty much up and down the coast quite a bit.
That is an outstanding way to put it, the Clark Kent job, because then you get into your real Superman mode sort of thing. You get your boring kind of everyday life. I mean, I wonder, like, if everyone at the Daily Planet was like, hey, Clark is always fucking ripped. Like, if not for the glasses, he'd be able to hook up with somebody. Like, were glasses that much of a deterrent? That was like the anti-pussy magnet right there. It's like, I would have married him and everything, but glasses. Ugh.
Apparently glasses are a pretty big deterrent.
Bitch. That explains a lot for me.
Disability. Explains a lot, Tony.
Son of a bitch. Now, Ben, we're going to get into your humble beginnings. Where did you learn about music?
Oh, yeah. Well, just listening to music growing up. I was a huge singer. I sung, actually, believe it or not, in church choir with humans, and that was kind of crazy. So I actually grew up Mormon.
They're very boring.
Believe me, growing up Mormon, it can be boring, but the one thing that it does give you is the ability to to break out harmonies at any time. So
Are you still a Mormon or no?
I'm really not. I mean, I don't really.
You're like, yeah.
I hate labels. And so, I'm like, I mean, labels are like a human thing, right? I should love labels because I'm trying to get into human stuff and like figure out what humans do. But I don't know, labels just don't do it for me. I studied in Japan at a Buddhist university, and
nice.
and I was like, well, does that make me Buddhist now? I'm like, I don't know. I'm just gonna be me. I don't want to be, I don't want to be lumped in with any other group of humans because I'm just me. You know what I mean? So.
No, I understand what you're saying, because someone will find one Mormon out there that did something terrible, bring that up and associate you with the crowd sort of thing. But I only ask because I know that you're not, are you abstaining of alcohol still, caffeine and all that nice stuff, or no?
Depends on if my wife is going to listen to this podcast or not.
Interesting. Your robot wife or human wife?
I cannot abstain from caffeine, because if you're driving 6 hours between Oregon and and the Bay Area and California,
well,
you're getting caffeine in your system somehow.
Correct. If the wife does, if your robot wife does have a problem with it, just give her the old hard reset. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. No, there's a button for that.
Yeah. Unplug her and plug her back in again.
100%. It works every single time.
There's a button for that. I know my wife has that lovely issue most of the time. She tries to find stuff to complain about. Like she like a detective. Like the fucking Pink Panther around here. Of complaining about stuff. But, and then, another part of the day, she'll find appreciation and everything. And I'm just, I'm like, you really need to work at a fucking museum.
It sounds like your wife and my wife might be the same species, because my wife does that too.
It might be just.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to generalize or anything, because I hate labels. But women and men, it could be a label that.
Now, here's the thing, because this is going to be very much the same person. What ethnicity is your wife?
Oh, my wife is from Argentina, actually.
You see, there we go.
See,
my wife
Kevin's
is also
from
Argentina.
Oh my God, not Thailand.
Oh my God, no, she's from the Philippines, Tony. I'll take
from
it
the
over
Philippines.
right
Sorry.
No, she's
okay,
from the
but
Philippines.
There's some Latino influence in there, and Filipino.
There is, and it's got to be something in the blood right there, man. Because you're either getting super loved on or super like, why you do that? Why? Like, what? Well, I'm taking a shit. I don't know what's going on. I didn't do anything. Sparky with the big board right there. What is going on in the mind of Sparky? We will totally find out. Kevin, why did you not do and off?
That is why you should have a robot wife.
Right. Is it true? See, I should be the human and she should be the robot.
Well,
that would work out a lot better.
That would work out amazing.
But you know what? You can't choose your, if you were born half robot, half human, or transhuman, you can't choose.
Love is love, Ben.
Love is love.
No, it's true. And I do believe that 100%. So,
Ben, the scientists have gotten together and they have made a realistic robot where it has 2 settings on it. One is wife mode and one is girlfriend mode. Now, in wife mode, the robot looks pretty dead and lifeless, but it comes to life because just do something you want to do for a moment, and she will stand up and watch and judge you and ask you if you want to watch Netflix tonight. And then you'll say, oh, not really. I'm kind of busy in here doing something I want to do. And then she'll say, well, we never do what I want to do, and you'll say, okay, well, what do you want to do? She'll say, oh, never mind, and walk away. The ultimate bluff of stupidity right there. But if you put it in girlfriend mode, you pop it right in girlfriend mode, and it gets up immediately and sucks the neighbor's dick. So you can't have any wins on that one.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll think about that. They might want to come up with a better product marketing campaign.
Yeah, these scientists, they know what they're doing, man. We don't want to question them. They've been locked up there for a while.
They've got PhDs. Don't dare question them. They've got PhDs.
They got pieces of paper. They got they got V cards still, and I'm not talking Visa. Like, they have never touched a woman, but they have theorized on one before.
Yeah.
Just like child.
They have lots of theory.
Mathematical equation to it.
Just like child psychiatrists. Isn't that great that half of them don't have kids at all? It's wonderful.
That's funny. That's true.
It's actually true.
By the way, if you think girlfriend wife mode is like crazy when you're like trying to figure out what you want to do, well, imagine when you have 5 kids and then you're like, okay, who gets to decide what we're gonna do? And no one can agree. It's like 7 human beings trying to figure out what are we gonna do. It never works out.
You have 5 kids or no?
I actually do. Yeah.
Whoa,
so it's
coincidence.
It's not children.
That's not. Well, I grew up Mormon and all that.
Yeah, that feels like a living example, and that is the Mormon in you right there. They are the white Mexicans.
Well, the thing is, it's true, and it's true. And actually, funny thing, Utah was part of Mexico, so I think
it was
people from Utah are the only Americans that can actually qualify to be Mexican.
The Romneys were actually having a war on Mexico for a while.
Yes, they were.
They do. Yeah.
Believe me, many Mormons are having a war on Mexico these days. It's not just the Romneys.
They've had a lot of different wars where you're like, hey, this one looks really sketchy. Never mind, you guys are whatever.
Yeah, let me not post that on Facebook so I won't get deported to. Oh, wait a minute. You said I could get deported to some other country where my ancestors lived? Let me post stuff on Facebook. Maybe I could get deported to Ireland.
I think
it sounds really nice right now.
People don't really question the Mormons because of their perfect smiles. All of them, including you. What is up with that?
That is funny because thanks to my smile, I am literally 2% Mexican.
Look at that.
Oh.
I had dental work done in Mexico. I couldn't afford to do it in the United States, so I went and did dental tourism in Mexico, get all my teeth replaced down there, and now half my face is Mexican. You gotta love it
when you find the right dentist who killed his wife and fled to Mexico, but still has the skills.
No, it takes a really special person, I'm telling you.
It does, yeah.
There's some good ones down there.
You're right.
I've had dental work not in Mexico, but it does take a skilled person. You can't just go with any dentist or anybody's recommendation. You have to really feel through the person 100%. You need their before and afters, and then ask for their failures, sort of thing too. And if they will share with you some of their failures from their past, then you have an honest doctor, and that is the most important part about about a person in the medical professions, is admitting that you are not a perfect person. Barky, flip that board around. What are we doing? There he goes. What would you do first if you woke up as a robot? The dishes and off.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's true. Excellent
Very
job,
true.
by the way, Sparky. You must be feeling better.
No, me neither,
right.
Sparky. I'm right.
Excellent.
I'm still on the hinge myself. We are on the we are on the brink of Christmas. So, Ben, do you have any great stocking stuffer ideas that you might be a part of for people's Christmas this year?
Ooh. I'm gonna go with hairpins.
I was gonna say like a shameless plug for your music might be a good idea right there. But
you mean that kind of stocking stuffer?
The Ben Wylder Christmas album.
Can you that's a dead giveaway right there that I'm on the spectrum. You were like totally giving me a chance to promote my music, and I'm like, oh, let me go as literal and as minute as I possibly can.
Devin drop kicked that right in your face, and you were just
here's my idea for a Christmas stocking stuffer. Can I play a song for you guys live?
Absolutely, that would be outstanding. We love.
I would love to do that, and I have the perfect song. This is a song for robots in the future that are imitating humans, and they're really pessimistic. about global warming.
Now, what I am going to do, before you get into that for 1 second, I am going to mute everybody so that you happen to have the floor, sir.
Oh, sweet. All right. Well, we got to make sure. Let's see here. Let's make sure that my audio is still working.
Yeah, of course.
Let's see here. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, doing well.
All right. Sweet. All right. This is a Benjamin Wylder exclusive. This was the song that I was going to release for Christmas this year, 2 weeks ago, but I got sick, and what it didn't work out. It just wasn't in the cards. So now you're getting an exclusive. This is my first time releasing a song on a podcast, and I'm thinking this is a thing that's just gotta. I've got to do this more often. Maybe, I don't know. Let's see if it works out. Okay, can you do that? Okay. Okay. Hey, Christmas lights are just producing more CO2, melting icebergs for me and you, and holiday spirit don't justify it. You don't wanna hear cheesy songs on the radio, deck out fake trees with fake ass snow, mistletoe cause you never tried it, and you say how can you stand it, the world is going to shit, so how can you sing like this? Oh, and you holding your wine glass still half full, looking so damn incredible, it's so obvious, why can't you see it? It's you, yeah baby, it's you, where the world is falling like wages, might be the worst Christmas in ages, but I don't care cause you, yeah baby, it's you, well the price of gas isn't helping, and the North Pole ain't the only thing melting. You say it's all a ruse to rake in earnings for millionaires. Caroling singers don't even care about goodwill and peace at all. And you insist World War III starting up outside. You know what, baby, you might be right, but what they need is somebody special like you, holding your wine glass still half full, looking so damn incredible, it's so obvious, why can't you see it? It's you, yeah baby, it's you, well the world is fun like wages, might be the worst Christmas in ages, but I don't care cause you, yeah baby, it's you, well the price of gas isn't helping, but the North Pole ain't the only thing melting. There's nothing I'd rather do while we're sinking than just be with you. If you are with me, I swear I won't panic. You're the band playing on my Titanic. Baby, it's you. Yeah, baby, it's you. Well, the world is falling like wages. Might be the worst Christmas in ages, but I don't care cause you, baby, it's you. Yeah, well, the price of gas isn't helping, but the North Pole ain't the only thing melting.
That was awesome.
Thank you. See, I'm a robot with a little bit of a tender spot for human women like my wife.
Humanity
specifically. Humanity's great. I love humanity.
Who doesn't love humanity?
Humans,
we're losing,
actually,
we're losing humanity. So I think we should do something to hold on to it for sure.
Remember to nominate us for the best debuting Christmas song on a live podcast award. Now that is a narrow lane, but not too bad right there.
Yes.
That is true.
the amount of different awards out there that are long and lengthy, where you're like, oh, so just one person was in this, right?
Sparky, you forgot on a Monday night at 10 p.m.
10:15. Don't let the other 10 p.m. ones.
Eastern Standard Time.
10:15.
Oh man, we were shut out by the guy that was at 10:16.
Son of a bitch! Not again! Not this year!
Damn you, Grinch! Damn you!
I will.
That's why we had you better micro engineer these categories, because I don't want to compete against the people releasing their Christmas songs on a podcast on a Monday night at 10:16. Like, holy fuck! I mean, let me compete with people like me that are releasing at 10:15.
Now you bring up the competition level right there, Ben. That was a really great song. I enjoyed it. That should be on everyone's Christmas to-do list. The problem is, if you go on Spotify and you find you on Spotify and somebody plays it 1,000,000 times and somebody else plays it 1,000,000 times, you will get a $5 check. And
hell yeah,
that will be, and that will basically be it, and that will
Kevin,
buy you.
that is $5 more than he had originally.
I mean, yeah.
Well, let me put this out there.
Yeah.
Let me put this out there and touch on that in is the most humorous way I possibly can.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Spotify is to musicians what a stick in the eye is to a guy who's trying to enjoy his beach vacation. Sometimes it's just necessary. Sometimes you get a stick in your eye and you're just like, I got to pull this stick out of my eye. I'm having a vacation, but do you want it there? Probably not. Did you choose to have it there? Probably not. I'm not a huge fan of Spotify. I don't want to, bag on these platforms and whatnot, but I like analog. I like acoustic. And honestly, if you want to get a good taste for my show, the best way to do it is come to a show live or go to my YouTube page. I will release. People have said you've got to start releasing your stuff on Spotify. And I'm like, you're right. I do. Because people are like, this Ben Wylder dude doesn't exist. I can't find him on Spotify.
I like that you want people, and this is the same reason I don't release anything on YouTube really, as far as I'm a stand-up comedian, but I'm right there with you. Come to the live show. I want a reason for you to come out to a live show. And if I'm already in your home, you have no reason to come out to see me, because you have the easy button there. You could just easily hit the button, see the stand-up live. You come out to a live show. It is a different atmosphere than just your living room. You're amongst people.
Follow-up question, Kevin. Follow-up question. Ben, where can we find you next when you're playing live?
Let's see here. For people who are looking for, actually here in Ashland, I'll be doing a house concert on, let's see here, New Year's house concert. So it's not going to have the Christmas stuff, but this is going to be.
But maybe you could.
But I could throw in some, some pessimistic, human imitation, Christmas stuff too. I mean, if people want to hear it.
I think that
good music is good music.
To be heard.
I appreciate that. I agree. And so my next show is actually going to be a house concert in my own home in Ashland on January 10th. And I will be releasing a song at that show. It probably won't be a Christmas one, but it will be a song, and it's going to be a decent one. So yeah. So let's see. So people who are interested, I mean, I would say my Instagram, at Ben Wylder Songs is a good place to, to connect. I have a Facebook page too. I'm, kind of paring down social media a little bit. I know, boo hoo, but I'm probably. But I'll leave Instagram up.
Anti-electronica.
I don't know, man. I can't really say that you're being successful at it, because you're on a live podcast right now. You're like, I'm paring down social media. I made my announcement.
Yeah, but this is live. This is a podcast. I'm a podcast junkie. I love podcasts. I will listen to podcasts all day long. What I don't want to do is argue about politics on Facebook anymore. I'm done.
True.
We will argue here on YouTube.
Kevin, I need to say this.
Exactly. No, it's true, because
Ben has given us high praise for the podcast, by the way.
I was just going to ask him if he's actually seen any episodes of the Podguyz Podcast.
Several. Yeah, absolutely. I'm like, I got to know what I'm getting into. So I'm a fan now. You guys, you have a new follower in me. I mean,
awesome.
I'm a robot, so I don't know if any humans care that robots are,
listen, all of our fans, all of our best fans are robots from India, And,
okay, well, there we go. That's a niche.
We had one or two from Australia pop up and a couple in Russia and Georgia.
They're always asking stuff like, what's your social security number, bank account information, totally, fanboys, right?
Totally.
I mean, it's like, fanboys.
Those super fans, they think they can get anything they want. Like,
speaking of that, them. I got to call my bank in the morning time. Things have gone horribly wrong here at the wrong timing, but oh well, I guess. Do robots celebrate Christmas or no?
They celebrate a version of Christmas. It's called Christmas.
Christmas, wow.
Yeah. So there was there's a long story. One robot. It was like, hey, these humans are celebrating this holiday. We should also be celebrating this holiday. It's called Christmas, and it's just because there was a typo. And so they started calling it Christmas.
This had to have been before spell check was invented, right?
It was way before us. See, and you think that robots are a new thing, but we're not. No. We've been around for a while. There are robots. There are robots that can't spell.
There be before even humans were around. Robots were here first.
That's technically true.
I believe it. Yeah, that's my theory on things. I don't know. I think that organisms in their own right can be so microscopic we can't see them. But with a little bit of aluminum and a little bit of yeast and the right frequency, they can be recreated through humans to make themselves immortal through software systems. That's just my theory right there. I might be crazy. But if we're pumped up with nothing but aluminum subsidies, yeast filler, and all that nice crap, our pineal gland's been fucked with beyond, we can be mind-controlled enough to create the illusion for ourselves as if we're inventing something, when really our bodies are being taken control of completely to invent something or reinvent something that wants to have immortality on this earth, which has always been there in microscopic form that we have never been able to actually see.
I agree with that. I agree with all. It's like, robotic fungi. I think there's a theory out there about that.
They're
absolutely
you're onto something.
Nanobots of tomorrow.
What's that?
Could that be the nanobots of tomorrow?
It could be the nanobots of tomorrow. I'm not really sure. It's a little fuzzy, but I would say that there's no
most
way.
Fungi, it's fuzzy.
So this is the thing. There's no real way where a human goes from living in a cave, banging his sister, to flying a plane and going to the moon or anything like that, right? That's of some help from somebody else. Throwing it out there. And when they don't want to be discovered, they say, well, it was God, of course, right? And they're like, oh, yeah. They grumble around. And we write a book about it.
That's a good theory. That's a great theory. I like it.
It's not bad. It's up there. It's debatable. Whenever I'm looked at super crazy, I either think, I'm onto something or I'm completely off of something. But it's either one or the other, man.
Everyone should come up with the craziest theory they can about something. It's the only way to live.
That's why I don't mind the flat Earth theory. I don't mind it. I looked into it and I'm like, this sounds still kooky. Let's keep going.
That's like the Keith Richards as an alien thing.
That's why
it's great. It's great fodder for fiction. I mean, if you can get yourself to accept that it's okay for people to think that the Earth is flat, this will lead you to a version of radical acceptance where humans are just fine no matter what they want to do, as long as it's all consensual and there's no crimes being committed, right?
The Brigham Young story was even my much more favorite story of all time, where it's just like it's like, so you mean you're the only one that can read it, right? He's like, yeah. It's an invisible ink.
Yep.
Anyways, I can only read it once.
I thought you were going to talk about, how the Mormons had to repopulate the earth possibly by having multiple wives. I thought we were going there.
Oh, you know what? And no. Actually, Ben, that is the one area where I'm like, it's super logical. All right, super logical. If you plan on being the only people around, if everybody's like, hey, we're the only good ones around, so we're gonna need a lot.
Everyone else is gonna get burned by hellfire and brimstone, and we're gonna be the only ones left. We got to preserve the species. There is a certain logic to that. You are absolutely right.
Yeah, but and then the people of Utah even questioned Brigham Young. They said, well, read it again. He's like, I can't do it twice. It's God's will that I don't. Now, this is
now there's an artist and a philanthropist that thought that at one point in time, and then he started World War II.
That's true. That's true.
Who was that, Tony?
Someone that speaks German.
No one that speaks German. No one that
hold on.
No one that makes funny movements with their hand that are being imitated by Elon Musk
World
on
War
stage.
II. Listen, World War I was a short ceasefire into a continuation of it. Artemis Day, the speech on Artemis Day, they called World War I. If I fought in World War I, I'd be like, why are you numbering them? What do you mean the World War, right? Not one? Before World War II even started. So my thing is, if not for the Spanish flu, there would have never been a ceasefire. And we would have kept going anyways. Instead, everyone got to just chill out for a couple years, maybe 8 or 9 years, and then get back to it, sort of thing, because the reins of power had not been, corrected at that point. So prohibition happened around that time too. So everybody kind of sobered up and said, "Do we really want to fucking kill each other?" Then they brought back the alcohol and they got drunk one night and they're like, "Yeah, we do.
We do.
Yeah, we're fucking doing this." But a lot of people think that America got involved in the war because Hawaii, our state, was attacked. And that is not true at all. A naval base in Pearl Harbor was somewhat attacked to a degree. But let's just say Hawaiian people have been fucked over forever. Like, that is the whipping boy for the world right now.
That's the truth.
I mean, us Irish, we can complain about how our genetics were permanently changed by growing up with a distinct possibility of having low iron, or African Americans, black people, whatever you want to call anybody. The high blood pressure kicks in around 48 to 50 years old, which is a genetic denotation of something that you would find from people collecting scraps from slavery for years and years and years, having to oversalt their food to the point where that changed their genetic code. I mean, we could say something about the Israelites, but I'm going to leave that for the rest of the internet today. All right, I'm going to leave.
Yeah,
that's a big chunk of meat right there.
You my friend, are an absolute optimist.
Yeah.
Probably one of the better ones I've ever met. Absolutely.
No, Ben, he's been called a lot of names. Optimist.
Tony, that is the most accurate name I've ever been called. Some people misinterpret my positive attitude on this world as sarcasm because I have a disease called monotone disorder. It makes me terrible at funerals and makes me assume to lack sympathy for most things just by the tone of my voice alone. I know. I'm second best man. I'll take the silver medal to that one. Someone else can pay for the arrangements. I'll just root along and all that nice stuff.
That's the better role anyway. I mean,
nice.
Honestly, yeah. The second best man is better.
Ben, 5 robot kids right there, right? You have 5 robot kids.
Well, they're hybrids. So
nice.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't really looked under the hood, so I'm not sure if they're, more robot than human or more human than robot, but yeah, five children. And, so I got busy to make 5 children, and now I got to stay busy to feed 5 children.
They eat a lot. They eat a lot of food.
They eat a lot. That's
how many
right.
times have you heard? How many times have you heard? I'm hungry, and you make something, and they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. That was not me. That was not me, Father. I did not say I was hungry. I don't know what you're. I don't know what you're saying.
Every day. What they mean when they say I'm hungry is I want to go to Chipotle.
That is what they mean.
I've learned to translate human language into my own language that I can understand, and that's what it means every single time. I want to go to
now,
Chipotle.
Ben.
Sometimes it means I want to go to In-N-Out Burger, but mostly it's
Ben,
Chipotle.
Ben, this is something more important than life itself.
Oh, wow.
What is your go-to Chipotle order for yourself?
Wow, Tony, that's spoken like a person.
Most important.
Okay.
Look, I'm just putting it out there because there is one particular order. There's order of the Chipotle chaos.
And you want me to keep it only, speaking of the ingredients that they actually have in Chipotle, not the extra ones that I bring that I ask them to add in the mix, right? Just Chipotle ingredients?
Whoa.
Or do you want the whole thing?
I mean, if you're adding an extra ingredient that they don't have, I mean, that's blasphemy right there.
No. See, this is part of my philosophy as a hybrid human robot or a transhuman robot, that you have to hack everything, and this means everything. So if anything isn't exactly the way you want it, you hack it so that it's exactly the way you want it, right?
So would you call it ethical human hacking?
I would call it ethical human. Actually, yes, I would call it ethical human. Thank you. That's beautiful. I am going to quote
ethical
you on
human
that.
Hacking.
Ethical human hacking.
Look at that. Some kind of canvas.
But with no lethal weapons. Ethical human hacking, but with no lethal weapons. Right? So I always go for the bowl. I always get white rice.
White rice.
Let's see here. White rice.
Bean
I get the
choice,
veggies.
sir. Bean choice.
And black, but I get the black on the side. Right?
Oh, black.
Oh my gosh. I'm a beast.
Yeah,
they hate me at Chipotle. I like Chipotle because I know that I can twist their arm to do whatever I need them to do for me, and they do, right? So black beans on the side. Let's see here, fajita veggies on top. Let's see here. What's it called? Barbacoa. I'll do barbacoa. Always barbacoa. And then I get corn on the barbacoa, cheese on that, and then I ask them to give me as much lettuce as legally allowed.
Shredded.
Shredded.
Okay.
Always shredded. That's right. Yeah. I mean, queso for me is like, which means cheese. And that means actually real cheese. And so when they say queso, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, is that cheese from Mexico? And I taste it. I'm like, oh, this isn't cheese from Mexico.
Yeah, it's plastic cheese.
Yeah, but there's a place for that. I mean, I'm not. I don't know. I should love plastic, but I actually like real cheese. I don't know.
But you're ethically
and then
humans,
as much lettuce as they can legally give me.
You're saying while the humans enjoy the plastic cheese, you enjoy the real cheese as a robot, right?
That's right. I can't figure out why humans like plastic cheese.
Ugh,
what's up with that?
Because it's in our blood. It is microscopically in our blood.
It really is.
To like the plastic.
Right. So they're like, okay, I see. So, since you have microscopic plastic particles in your blood, you're like, okay, let's feed this with more plastic.
Yeah, we need, and the plastic is mistaken most of the time for cholesterol. The doctors look at it and they're like, hey, you got cholesterol in there. Like, sir.
Yeah, makes sense.
I know that's plastic. That is, check it out. You get in there, do your digging around, and you'll find no cholesterol can stick to walls of veins. Plastic can, though. Plastic can do that, no problem.
Yes, it can.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
you've got a point.
So continue on, sir. Are we going lettuce? Are we going guac? Are we going?
No, I always do lettuce.
Of Sausalito.
Here's where it gets weird and kind of fun.
We're getting tricky.
So I always do lettuce, and I don't take the guac because I have my own avocado in my car at any time that I can whip it out whenever I stop by a Chipotle, and I chop it in half right in front of them. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck what you say about me pulling out my own avocado in your restaurant. No one can stop me. I'm putting this thing on because it's because here's the thing about their guac. I don't know what's in there. I mean, well, I know that some of it's avocado, but sometimes I've gotten avocado chunks that are so big and so hard that I'm like, that is a piece of avocado bone, or that is like, a rock that someone has thrown in there.
It
is like, never again.
It
could be
never again.
Seed in there.
It could be avocado and hepatitis for all you know. You don't.
It could be any of those things. Yeah. So and I don't want to have to leave them. So if I go to Chipotle and I have a really bad experience, I do have a rule that I have to leave them a review in Japanese. And it has to be in Japanese. I never write reviews for Chipotle in English or Spanish. I only write reviews for Chipotle in Japanese, and there's a reason for this. Well, first of all, it's just good practice. But second of all, they're going to pay more attention if I write my reviews in Japanese. Like, some guy came all the way over here from Japan, and they ate at our Chipotle store, and they didn't like it. And now they're going to ruin our chances of becoming a huge, chain store in Japan. We've got to make this right. And boom. And they're like, what can we do to make it right, Mr. Japanese, not Japanese guy who wrote a review in Japanese? And I'm like, don't ever give me those nasty, don't give me that nasty guacamole ever again.
Ben, you are pulling a Tom Cruise Last Samurai on them with the whole Japanese white guy going on. Yeah.
Yeah. I do that. I actually,
Kevin, underneath the mask, he does have a long, flowing mane.
It's hair. True.
Yeah.
Well, I have what's called a chonmage. Chonmage is the samurai little bun that they put on the top. So that's what's underneath here. Yeah. You can see that little bulge right there. That's a chonmage.
I can see the bulge. Yeah. It's unlike the guacamole.
Believe it or not, that's not the first time Kevin said that this week.
Yeah. To Ben specifically.
I know. You didn't even get the first 20 minutes of this. We had some really saucy conversations before this even started.
We did,
man.
We had Tony blushing and everything like that. We had Sparky. True. I don't know what he was doing. He was making some noises though. Sparky's got something on the big board though. Sparky, what's going on? Oh. No. Bad Chipotle may cause an oil leak.
Oh, no.
There had to have been a fart joke there.
Yes.
That is true.
Yeah.
I cannot deny that.
The South Park.
I've been a big fan of their red chimichurri lately.
Oh, I'm a huge fan of that. I'm actually a huge fan of that. So, I mean, my wife's from Argentina. I lived in Argentina for 6 years. There's no such thing as a bad chimichurri. So
no. Oh yeah.
To their credit, they got that right.
Yeah.
How was living in Argentina? Did you thoroughly enjoy it a lot?
I loved it. I loved it. Yeah. I went to rock concerts all the time. I went to tango shows. I was mostly studying at that point, because I thought I wanted to do something serious with my life.
Yeah.
And then I did a little bit of music down there. Well, but what I realized really quickly was that I am much better at listening to Argentinian rock songs and jamming out to those, and just that I'm like, this could be my life's purpose. So I've got lots of Spanish songs from Argentina up my sleeve whenever I need them. So
there's a lot of different cultures in Argentina that need to be aware. Like, that's like the melting pot right there to a degree.
It's a melting pot. Absolutely. Yeah.
No, especially Buenos Aires, like a huge capital city, of course. And a huge melting, you're right, a huge melting pot of different cultures, different music, different ethnicities, and the range from top to bottom, of course, like agriculture and just different sites.
It does seem like the number one country that whenever they see a group of people that are in a little bit of trouble, they say, "Hey, flee over here. Civil War America."
Yeah. Right.
They were like, "Hey, General Lee, things ain't going so good up there. Come down here if you want. Right. Jefferson Davis, you can come too." And he's like, "For real? Really? No, no, we'll stay here, And then World War II era came by, and they're like, get over here. And they're like, you're inviting us? Yeah, get over here. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Explore it, just we won't tell anybody either. You could just fucking
right.
Just be here. Just don't do that. Just don't do that shit you were doing over there, right?
Well, you won't get punished for war crimes. Just come over here and fix our sewing machines.
Yeah,
this is a true story.
They're all broken. We need somebody.
We need somebody to fix our sewing machines. Get the fuck down here.
German engineers are good. And they're like, can we turn it into bomb? No, don't do that. No, you're not allowed.
Just need it for sewing clothes.
And you can't bring people to do it for you either. You would have to do it.
Did you know that's where they invented the foot pedal for sewing machines?
That is true.
I thought that was pottery. I thought that was pottery foot pedal. Or was it?
I thought it was a foot pedal for my guitar pedal board.
Wait a second. Was it just a foot pedal? Wait, how do we drive cars before that foot pedal was a thing?
Right, I thought it was a foot pedal for everything. I thought, everything was going to be, I don't know, you'd have to use your pinky to switch gears on your car before.
Thank you, Argentina, for the foot pedal.
Right,
for
thank
all
you.
of the pedals. Even the pedals on flowers, because that's also, what is that, a homophone, right? Homophone.
Good. Yes.
Words that sound
big
the
word.
same. Yeah, homophone.
Big word. I like it.
Rappers use that a lot because why not? They run out of words sometimes, so they're like, I heard this can technically rhyme.
Yep, pretty much.
It's a technicality.
Sounds like the same word, but you know what? Let's not mince words here. We'll just call it a rhyme. Yeah, it's good.
Let's not.
What's cool about Argentina? Oh, go
ahead. Everyone, get your dicks out of the sheep on this one. All right. Construction worker talk that isn't allowed anymore. Like, hey Al, get in here. Why do you keep telling people to stop fucking? There's no sheep here, and the metaphor sucks. 1 week suspension until you get better metaphors for working.
Believe it or not, Argentina is known for its passionate culture, especially the tango.
What country is known for not having a passionate culture? I want to know that country they're not known for passion at all.
Japan.
Scotland would be the name. No passion there. They keep
Japan is also not known for having a passionate culture. They're known for having an analytical culture.
Yeah,
but not passionate.
Not passionate at all.
On the level,
but they can appreciate someone else's passionate culture.
Yeah, they literally hate fuck each other.
No, it's true. It's true.
That's true.
I will reference the movie Godzilla and disagree immediately. That is a movie of passion. If there is one way to get rid of a dinosaur by having a young child play a certain flute on a certain day at a certain hour of sunrise to get a butterfly man out of the ground to also lose to Godzilla, then there you go.
Kevin, did you know that Dulce de Leche was from Argentina?
I did, yeah. And this
all right.
feels like something.
I thought maybe you didn't know.
I know all Argentinians, all of them. Well, except maybe I might be missing like a couple million, but But besides those ones, everyone, except Wylder's wife, of course. But besides her and a couple million, I know them all.
Yeah.
You might know my wife. I don't know. I should ask her. I'm like, have you met Kevin from the Podguyz Podcast? I don't know. What would she say if I said that?
I think she would say no, probably not. But he might know someone that. But she might. She could say if he knows Argentinians, she should say. But he might know someone that I know, right? Yeah.
That's true. No, but see, there's this thing about being from a niche country or a niche place or a small town. Everyone assumes that you know everyone there. So I was doing this. I was doing customer service work once, and they're like, hey, do you know this? Do you know Pedro? He lives on, Calle Corrientes. And I'm just like, yeah, I know every single person in the city of Buenos Aires. It's just insane. No, of course I don't know him. There's probably 50,000 people named Pedro in Argentina, at least.
Pedro.
So that's right. Which is that? It's not even that common of a name in Argentina. but
really is.
It feels like a Godfather thing. Pedro, you've broken my heart. Is that Fredo? There, that's Fredo. Fredo.
Yeah, well, I mean, no, that's good. That's a good point.
Yeah, that's
what's funny about Argentina is
that's an awful point. What are you, crazy? That was the definition of having no point.
But that's a great point, because in having no point, you just make it so that my next point is that much more relevant.
Exactly.
Because my point was also going to be a no point as well.
We are just cuffing each other on nonsense right now. I love it.
I know. We're one-upping each other in nothingness.
Yeah.
You know what I do know?
What do you know, Tony? Argentinians.
No, that we should end the show.
What the hell are you talking about? This is a bunch of crap.
Oh, man. I had so much fun.
I know. We're over our hour.
Is it the robot mask?
Is
it the robot mask?
That's what it is.
I weirded you guys out.
The flowing locks actually like trestle down.
Okay. I'll for next episode, I will definitely have flowing locks.
We got it.
More lock flowing.
Ben, we are going to end this show on a unique high, sir. Where could people find you? Where will they find you next? I know you have a live show. Where can they find that, sir?
They can find that on my Instagram at Ben Wylder Songs. They can check. I do have a Facebook page as well, so if they want to go there, that's cool. And I will. They can't find me yet under Ben Wylder on Spotify because I previously did some stuff under a different name, and I'm like, that name sucks now. And I'm like, I'm doing this other thing. No, so yeah, but I will be releasing it.
You had a band.
I did actually. I had a band, and it was a fun band, but I'm I'm going in a new direction now. So
we're doing it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would say Instagram.
Wait. That band wasn't called One Direction, right? Since you hinted that you were going in a new direction, right?
No, it was actually called Zero Direction.
Zero Direction.
Zero Direction.
I like it. Well,
that was a joke.
See you later. All right. See you later, Zero Direction. You never existed anyways.
No direction needed.
No direction.
You know who needs no directions? Robots. Just saying. They already know where they're going. Sparky, where can you find us if you were looking for us, sir?
You can find us on every single major streaming platform, including Spotify, Spreaker, Deezer, Castbox, Pocket Cast, GeoReo, iHeart, Google, YouTube.
The one that we're live on right now, YouTube.
Woo!
Facebook
Okay.
after January 16th.
After January 16th, it was Facebook banned Tony for quoting what Andy Dick said about his crack overdose, and that's a big blip right there.
Andy
Zuckerberg.
Dick loves the crack.
He enjoys a puff of crack from time to time. He certainly does. Yeah. It is like
with random strangers on the doorstep.
He is like an IPA sipper of different genres of crack. You got the 80s crack out there, kind of grimy. He's a
crackosaur.
You got the formaldehyde laced crack, which is perfectly fine. He had a little taste of the fentanyl laced crack, and a little too much. Too much for the taste.
Yeah, he did the bends.
he went, and they were like, should we get him back? And they slapped him on the face a little bit, and exactly.
Yeah.
Got him back going.
It is what it is. Guys, we're the Podguyz Podcast. We're bringing it to you live as we do, 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. I'm Tony Kaz.
Kevin Neary.
Of course, the ever-loving Picasso, Les Sparquet. Big shout out to Ben Wylder for coming on the show, sir. It was our pleasure to have you. You're a unique and talented individual. I cannot wait to hear that song again.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't believe in talent, but I do believe in passion.
Love it. Thank you very much for coming on the show, of course, and taking out your time as well. Guys, check us out every Monday. We'll catch you soon. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yeah.